Whenever Kasabian release a new album, they always say, oh, it's the best one yet. It never is. I don't know why they do it to themselves. I had the pleasure of seeing them 3 times in 2014, Victoria Park, Glastonbury and Birmingham. They're one of the best live bands in the UK, and they have been since they started about 10, 11 years ago. I really love seeing them because they're a pyrotechnic, have it large, bucket hat launching extravaganza. It's magical, really. Kasabian have an absolute fleet of anthems at their disposal now, but they still try and add to it every single album that they release. And I think their big anthem off this album is the song Bumblebee. Bumblebee starts the record off and it's absolutely explosive. Kasabian said they were actually influenced by Kanye West. And I think this song tries to replicate the sort of aggression that you find in his song off Yeezus called On Sight. What I like about it, it's got this sort of chugging bass line which has a very similar sounding effect as to what the Beatles used on the bass line to Helter Skelter. And it builds up and gets to this massive scream by Serge, and then you think you're going to die when you see it live because everyone prepares for war. It's a really, really heavy song, and it's Kasabian's heaviest to date, so that's sort of something new that's been added to Kasabian's repertoire. Kasabian tried to speak of revolution in their new record, but I think they should leave that to Russell Brand because he can articulate a bit more than Kasabian, I feel. The wrong men have the power, it's turning my milk sour. Now last time I checked, milk doesn't go sour, it goes off. Oh, it's a bit bitter, this milk. Hey, milk's right sour. Must be those Tories. Every day is brutal. Now we're being watched by Google. Now, Serge, mate, just because you didn't clear your search history, you know, don't take it out on the world's favourite search engine. Another highlight off the album is the song Treat, and that gives me hope for Kasabian that there is still much more to come from them as a band. Kasabian need to get loose. Break free of their ties to produce that anthem every single album. Because they have been commercially led all their career now. They've got their money, they've got their fan base. I want them to go and create something that's completely off the charts. But overall, I give this album a score of a 67. Whilst there are some really good songs that Kasabian have made here that rank upon the best that they've ever produced, there's some songs that, you know, they're a bit dodgy. But Kasabian, one of the best brands in Britain. Bob's your uncle.